We are learning about division, and today we are making models to show our division problems. We have discussed that this number that is being divided is called the dividend. The number that represents how many are in the group is called the divisor, and then the answer to a division problem is called the quotient. So we'll be using those words throughout the video. I want to make sure that you remember them from today's lesson. I have two division problems. One is one of the ones out of the book. This one is a more challenging one because some of the kids have asked for more challenging problems as well. If you would like to try this by yourself first, go ahead and pause the video before we begin, and then you will be able to see the answer at the end. If not, then stay tuned. We're going to show you how to do it. All right, let's first tackle 16 divided by 7. Our dividend represents how many there are total, which is 16. And then our divisor represents how many are in each group. So if I talk about how many are in each group, I can start making the groups. How many are going to be in each group for this problem? Raise your hand, please. So if this is the number in each group, how many are going to be in each group, Olivia? 7, thank you. So you can choose how you draw this in class today. We've been using a lot of lines and X's. I'm going to choose to use X's to draw this today. I'm going to draw 7 X's, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I'm going to draw my next column, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many do I have total so far? 14, but I need 16, so I need to make a column with 2. Our answer is how many groups of 7? How many groups of 7 do I have, Jasmine? I have 2 groups of 7, and then I have how many remaining? 2. Very good. We say remaining or leftover sometimes. So we have remainder 2. Now, the next part of your homework is going to ask that you check this. So what 2 numbers do I multiply in order to check this, Sophia? Yes, you multiply your answer. 2 groups of 7. Remember, multiplication means groups of. 2 groups of 7 is equal to 14. And then what do I do with the remainder? Do I multiply or add it? Show me with your arms. Ready? 3, 2, 1, show me. Addition, very good. Whenever I add it, I got 16. My dividend is 16. Do they match? Yes, very good. For this one, I'm going to use dots because I notice a lot of you are starting to use dots. How many total dots do I need to draw, everyone?
50.
Say it. It's okay. 52. And how many are in each group?
9.
All right, so let me start.
2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Let's not count with me only because in my head it's going to sound a little bit different. And you know what I'm going to wind up doing? Drawing way too many dots. I know myself. See, I really have to focus whenever I draw these dots. Are you all like that too?
No.
You can just draw dots willy-nilly. Because what I'm actually doing, I'm making them in columns and rows like this, so that way I only have to count the first time. The other times, I know just to make the dot near it, and I'm actually counting how many total dots there are. Great, so 9, 18, 27, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54. Wait, how many did I have to draw? 52, but I drew 54. Can I do that? No, those dots have to go away. So there are 52 dots now, and I notice some of you are drawing lines on your dots in order to make this make sense to you. And that's okay too. So let's see how many groups of 9 there are. Here's 1, you can count with me. 2, 3, 4, 5 total groups. And how many are remaining or left over?
7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
7.
Our next step is to check, and the inverse of division is?
Multiplication.
So I have 5 groups of 9, which we know is 45. And then what do I do with the 7? Show me with your arms. Do I multiply or add? 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Adding. We add the 7 back, and that gives us 52. So does this 52 match this 52? Yes, so we know we are correct. Very good.